curious to see how this soap cut came out? Or how we were able to achieve these swirls?
Well, I am going to show you. Grab a snack, relax, and let's get started.
Good day, everyone. Hello, I am Natasha, and we're doing the Nautilus Swirl in today's video. And if you didn't know what a nautilus is, I didn't either. But apparently it's a mollusk, and it moves around in the water, is related to the octopus family, and it has a beautiful spiral design on its outer shell, and that's the image we're trying to duplicate. I washed off these dividers, and the first step into doing this design is you need dividers, you guys. Whether you make them or you buy them, you need them, and you have to pick your colors and lay in your colors into your dividers. So my first design, I will admit, is a bit colorful, but I did want a contrast because I actually wanted to see how this will come out when I actually do the technique in the soap. So that is why. And I really love how yellow and blue bounces off each other. I just think those are great contrasting colors. In order to achieve the Nautilus Swirl, you need a recipe, you guys, that is slow moving. In other words, you need a recipe that's going to allow you time to create your swirl design. That also includes a good behaving fragrance. All dividers are removed and we replace some of the soap. We're going to start off with a Taiwan swirl. If you have not seen me do a Taiwan swirl, I have an excellent video on how I was able to do it. I'll leave the link in the description box below. But we start off doing the Taiwan swirl. As you can see, I'm moving the glass rod up and down the mold while moving horizontal across the soap mold. That came out so nice. I mean, you can leave it as is, but what we're going to do is we're going to take it a step further and we're going to create a circular motion in the soap. Ideally, you want each circular motion to be about the width or the length of a bar of soap. So if your soap is typically 3.5 inches, you want to do your circle to be as wide as 3.5 inches, or 4 inches, or 2.5 inches. Now, I didn't mark my soap mold, so I'm using a bar of soap to measure out the length that I want my soap to be. Look how magical that design looks. It looks like a dragon's tail or something. We are not done. I am doing a second soap loaf mold because I wanted to change the colors around. So I have a teal green, a white, and a color called Mango Madness, and I wanted to see how these colors came out using the Nautilus Swirl. These were very similar to the picture of the Nautilus that I had displayed in the video, so I actually wanted to see how a lighter color, more friendlier color would come out in this swirl. Again, your recipe and your fragrance is important to getting enough time to do your swirl. So when I say your recipe, you might want to consider decreasing the amount of saturated fats that are in your recipe or butters, because those tend to come to trace a little bit quicker than oils. But you don't want to take too much out because you don't want your soap to be super soft, if you know what I mean. Again, we're starting off with our Taiwan swirl, and don't these look beautiful? It look like leaves. It just looks beautiful. Look at that swirl. It looks gorgeous. It looks like leaves. Don't it looking like a leaf? Oh my goodness. So I had to give this 2 to 3 days to cure and harden because of the fact that I used more oils than butters, and my soap recipe has changed. I wanted to give it time to get hard, and it worked. So now I decided to plane off the top because to me the top was a bit too textured, but look at that design. Oh my goodness, you guys, beautiful. Do kind of regret cutting the top, but doesn't it look like every time I cut this soap there's a new design? So I'm definitely going to redo this design. I'm going to change the fragrance. I'm going to keep the recipe, and I'm going to see what kind of design I get. But overall, it still was a success. So I decided to get another loaf cutter. So this is a soap loaf cutter. It cuts horizontally. It cuts okay, but you guys, if my soap loaf is too tall, it's a pain in the butt to try to cut. And I decided to invest in another soap cutter and another loaf cutter. I can't wait to show you guys what I got. And of course, some change though. It's change for it. But when I'll do a review on it for you. But look how beautiful that soap is. That is gorgeous. That is so beautiful. That's such a nice design in a soap. I kind of wish it was more like the Nautilus, like it gave more of a circle. Like that gives me a little bit more circle in it. But I think it came out really nice. I feel like if my soap batter was a bit more looser, I probably would have got more of a swirl in it. I think that green, that teal started to set up quicker than the rest of it, but I think it still came out beautiful. Look at that. It's interesting because those colors don't look like they would really go together, but they actually are very soft and they really do complement each other. I wouldn't mind rearranging the colors to see how that would look like. Instead of the green being in the middle, make the green be in a different location. Now here we go with another soap loaf cut, and that one came out colorful and nice. I planed the first loaf first and then cut it. This one I cut first and then plane it. I like to plane it first and then cut it. It's a bit easier for me. Now this second soap loaf came out just as beautiful as the first. It's a bit more intense, but look how beautiful that is. The yellow looks like it's floating in a ocean full of purple and blue. Like the yellow is just floating in that creative design. I think it came out beautiful. And look at the interest at the bottom, the little hooks of blue at the bottom, the hooks of yellow inside the purple. My goodness, what a beautiful bar of soap. And I'll be honest with you guys. Can I be honest with you guys? Can I be honest? I am not crazy about the purple in this design. I kind of wish I chose another color. I'm not crazy about the purple. To me, it's a bit too intense, but it's still a beautiful soap. You can see here better where the Nautilus came in. You can see that curved design in the soap. It came out better in this one. This Nautilus Swirl, I think, is very simple for you to be able to do. If you're interested in doing it, you do need to make sure your recipe will allow for you guys to make the designs, because if it's set up too quick, it's just gonna be blobby. It's not gonna have like a fluidity to it that you need. I'm really liking this color combo. I really am. But if you want to see how to do the Taiwan swirl, click on the video at the top. If you want to see other designs that I did, click on the video at the bottom. Protect your beautiful skin and your energy. I will see you on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.